Hey, what's up, guys? This is Stanley with Built for Battle Real Estate. Listen, today we're going to be breaking down the 110 rule and why that is so important in a changing market. But before we jump into the 110 rule, there's something you guys need to know. So, when you're trying to purchase a home, what you have to understand is that it's not the cost of the house that determines what your mortgage payments will be. I know you're thinking, well, what if it's $100,000 higher or lower in a different place? Yeah, but that's not what determines what your mortgage payment will be and how much you can afford. What determines that is your interest rate. That's why your credit matters so much. So let me tell you how the 110 rule applies in this scenario. Okay, so say you are approved for $250,000 for your home, right? Now, if the rates hike up 1%, then that means you are now qualified for 10% less. Okay, so if you were approved for $250,000, if the rate goes up 1%, now you are qualified for 10% less. So that $250,000 now turns into $225,000. Okay, so that's why it is very important to pay attention to the rising rates in the market, because what can happen if you are not one of those people who knows a good deal and knows how to take advantage of it in the moment, and you one of those people that has to go sleep on it, you want to take your time, you want to wait, I want to see what happens. What's going to happen is that it's going to keep going up. So you may be qualified right now for this amount, but when you wait for an extended period of time, guess what? Your credit is going to have to be rerun. Okay, and when that rate goes up, now you're not oftentimes you're not going to be able to qualify for the same amount that you want to qualify for. And if you were shopping at the top of your range, then what's going to happen is that you're no longer going to be qualified to purchase the house that you're already under contract with. You'll end up losing out on your or could be losing out on your dream home because you didn't jump on it fast enough, because you didn't pay attention, or simply because you didn't understand the 110 rule. Okay, so when these rates are hiking up, you guys have to pay attention and understand what that means and how it and why it matters to you. Okay, so if the rate goes up 1%, then that's 10% less than you can afford for your house, and your percentage, your amount is going to go down. Okay, so please make sure that you're paying attention to that. Now, also a good thing to know that the housing market is just like the stock market. It's just like every other market. It's going to go up and it's going to go down. Okay, you guys are seeing it right now, thinking, oh, it's so crazy. Listen, 20 years ago it was 3 times what it is right now. This is still a very low amount, and this is still a great time to purchase a home. But you have to pay attention and not try to shop at the top of your range, especially if you're one of those people who does not want to move quickly. Sometimes people get into this and they want to move very, very slowly, and they just want to take their time. Unfortunately, you're going to lose out if you're one of those people, because it doesn't work like that. Okay, you're going to really have to be ready to go when you get in, because a difference of 10%, that's a big difference, especially when you have a seller who's been waiting to sell for 30, 50 days now, and they're looking forward to that money so they can move on with their life, so they can purchase a new home. And now you qualify for less. They're not just going to take the less because you decided to wait, or because you didn't understand the 110 rule. Okay, they still have things that they have to accomplish, and unfortunately, you're going to be the person on the other end that lose out, which means you can also lose your earnest money. If you have a good realtor like myself, you probably have option money there as well. Okay, the option money, we'll talk about that in another video. All right, but I want to make sure you guys understand the 110 rule. All right, so the 110 rule again is if the rates go up 1%, that's 10% less that you can afford. So if you had a $250,000 pre-approval, and the rates go up 1%, then you now, instead of 250, you're now only pre-approved for 225,000. That's very important. Okay, again, this is Built for Battle Real Estate, and I am signing off. Just remember, my number is 404-277-0008. Think Built for Battle for all things real estate. All right, God bless. Peace.